Hey everybody, I hope you're all well. And like I said earlier, my community tab, I thought I'd go live and do some poetry. I've got a selection of different poems here to read to you, and it's a 4K celebration party. And I thought I'd do a bit of a panel and maybe get a couple of guests up just to hang and chat with for a little while and celebrate my 4K victory of achieving my 4K supporters thanks to Ghost Prepper and Keto Homestead with Jess, Lunatic Dad, amongst others who have tried to help me. And I'm just about to lose my phone to put that over here. But yeah, I just thought I'd come live a little bit and see who's online. Like I said, I have got a selection of poems for you. Hey Night Raven, hey Milkmaid, hey 20th Century Fox, how you doing? It's good to see you. So yeah, this is my 4K little celebration. I thought I'll go live for maybe an hour or two and just catch some people and see who's on. Ghost Prepper, if you're in the background, I hope you are in my stream because I do want to pull you up on the panel if I can possibly get hold of you. Um, okay, Milkmaid, no worries. Thanks, Night Raven, for sharing me out. Thank you, Milkmaid, for the Thank you, Night Raven. I appreciate that. I know it's late for us because I know we're in the UK, so yeah, I know it's like just gone midnight for us right now, but let me just put my phone on silent because I don't want it going off whilst I'm on the computer. There we go. Put that on silent over here so that doesn't go off or vibrate whilst I'm talking to people. Oh, I've lost one person already. Oh dear, that's not good. But yeah, I just thought I'd do some poetry. Obviously, I've got a wide selection of poetry for you guys to hear and celebrate my 4K. To just, yeah, I'm really happy that I've hit 4K. You know, I didn't, I knew I was coming up for it, but I didn't realize I was going to hit it that quickly. And then the sweet, adorable Ghost Prepper of all people and Keto Homestead with Jess have both gone live and helped me out massively and just been pushing me out. Lunatic Dad's been doing it as well. So I need to give him a shout out and Ronnie Egg as well. I know Ronnie Egg might be in the background. He's actually probably in bed saying that because I know he's due to go on holiday in the next couple of days. So yeah, I just want to give people a shout out who have been helping me get my 4K. Ghost Prepper, Ronnie Egg, Lunatic Dad, Keto Homestead with Jess. A lot of people who have been working their asses off to get me my support, and it really does mean the world to me because you know it is hard being on YouTube. It is hard when you're on the spectrum and people assume that you can't do it or that you're not brave enough to do it or that you're awkward or whatnot, and it's not the truth. That's not who I am. Yes, I have autism, but it doesn't define who I am. Thank you, 20th Century Fox. I appreciate that. You know, this is just who I am. Like I said, I've got some poetry that I've got like 10 or 11 poems here for right now that I've picked through my folder. And these are just some different ones that I've written today and for the last few years. Oh, I've lost to someone again. This StreamYard thing's doing my head in. It says that I'm down to one person again. So, yeah, guys, share this out. Let people know that I'm on right now. That'd be great. But like I said, this is just going to be a little quick 4K celebration stream and kind of just chatting to people and you know just sharing the love and sharing it back to the people who have been helping me out recently. Like I said, Ghost Prepper, Keto Homestead with Jess, Ronnie Egg, and different people who, yeah, I know you did, Milkmaid. I saw your comment on the community tab post I put up about Ghost Prepper on my community tab earlier this afternoon. But yeah, I just like I did promise I'd go live today at some point to do some poetry, and I don't want to disappoint you guys. I have got a big wedge of them right here. Whoopsie, you dropped them. This isn't going well, is it, guys? This isn't going well. This is a big wedge of poems. Look at this, guys. Look at how many bits of paper there is here. That there's like 12 poems here. I have worked hard, 20th Century Fox. I'm not gonna lie. I've worked very hard for 6 years of content and planning and scripting and anxiety and being a bucket of nerves and you know it has been hard. I'm not gonna say it's been an easy ride on YouTube because it hasn't. And then obviously when I lost my friend on here recently, that kind of put everything backwards. Hey, Mrs. Lycan, how you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for coming in. It's great, especially when you talk about the self-soothing things. I recognise that in myself and others. It's very common. Exactly, Milkmaid. Self-soothing behaviours is very common. So it's things like playing with, like with me, I play with my hair or play with my fingers, or I might rock backwards and forwards. Hey, Carol. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Exiled Revenger. How are you? Good to see you. Hey, Matt Sully. How are you? How are you? How are you? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. But yeah, I just thought I'd come and celebrate my 4K. Whoop whoop. It's like I'm absolutely delighted, and I can't say enough thank yous to everybody who has subscribed and supported the channel over the last. Okay. Can one of my mods take care of that comment? I'm not gonna even entertain it. I'm not even gonna start an argument or anything. Thank you, Tony. Can one of my mods get rid of that comment, please? Because I can't get rid of it myself right now. Hey, MT Coldforge, Tony Skittles, how are you? Come on, my mods, get rid of that comment, please. If one of my mods is in the chat, can you get rid of this comment that's just been put in my chat? I don't appreciate that person coming in here. I want that person blocked, banned, whatever. Get rid of that person, please. One of my mods should be on top of that kind of stuff. I don't want yeah, so if one of you could get rid of that comment, Empress Janet, Mrs. Lycan, can't you see it? Like, I'm gonna, hey Chelsea, let me do it myself. Hold on. Why is that not shown on their end? Let me go onto my channel, and let me go onto here. Pause it. Right, why is this going all funny? Am I buffering? Oh dear. Alright, here we go. I've got it. Okay, where's it gone? Okay. There you go, you do now. Where's it gone? Who just give me that super chat? Hold on a second, I'm not seeing it. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Yep, you guys have got it. Thank you very much. And thank you, Lunatic Mama. And who was the other one that just super chatted me? Hold on. Matt Sully. Thank you very much for the super chats. Hey, Sunflower Pepper. I have Mrs. Larkin. I banned her. No worries. I banned her already. So, yeah. Sunflower Pepper, how are you? Let me just make sure that I've got. Right, I can shut that now. And then keep that up on here. There we go. I know it's been a while. Lunatic Mama, how are you? Yeah, I'm on live chat, guys. Like I said, I've got some poetry here, and hey Stephanie, how are you? Thank you very much, Tony. Lunatic Mama and Lunatic Dad, I know you're probably in the background working, but I'll phone you in a few hours so we can have our regular chat and catch up. And yeah, so I'm going to read some poetry now, guys. This is one that I wrote today. It's called "Stop the Abuse of Autistic People." Oh, for God's sake, guys, can you ban that one again? There's another one here. Can someone ban that shout out channel, please? I don't want that in here. If you can someone ban the shout out channel, please, mods? Take care of that, please. You're in here to help me out. So this is called Stop the Abuse of Autistic People. Stop the abuse of autistic people like me who society sees as broken, damaged, bad behaved, and yet we continue to be punished with things such as electric shock therapy that tries to force us to conform to society that is still very ableist and wants us to be normal. I'm sorry, actually, no, I'm not sorry for seeing life in an ultimate extreme that God has created me to be, to educate and advocate for my rights to have my voice heard, trying to battle in a world that doesn't accept me. Me and many autistics are still being abused into therapy like electric shocks. This is torture. Torture of vulnerable people who struggle to communicate. Now is the time for acceptance in the world of today. Today I thought that we had moved on to acceptance of neurodiversity. Neurodiversity, I'm shouting for this torture and abuse to stop. Now is the time to understand and change our attitudes. Abuse needs to stop, and I'm calling on you all to stand with me. Me raising the profile, stop the abuse of autistic people. People need acceptance, not judgment or punishment. Autistic people and our voices matter. Stop the abuse of autistic people. Do you understand? I deserve to exist and live my life the way that I choose. So, Just Me that's Lunatic Mum, Chelsea. She knows who I know who that is. Just Me is Lunatic Mum. So yeah, I'm gonna so that's kind of the first poem, guys, that I wrote a little bit earlier. But yeah, mods, be on the lookout, please. Hey, Colonel Briggs, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Guys, I want you all on to be on alert. I'm probably going to end up getting some trolls in here, so I want you all to be ready and to ban them if I need you to. So make sure you're on high alert for trolling issues. So yeah, I want to just make sure that you watch out the chat for me, please, guys. So this next poem is called "The Love, the Mystery." It says, "The love, the mystery of being a kingdom daughter, daughter who knows she is loved by your grace, grace and mercy that I don't deserve. Deserve you broke the chains off of my insecurity and my fears of who I was. Jesus, you are beyond anything I've ever dreamed. Dreamed I submit everything to you. You see me somebody special. The love, the mystery, your grace and mercy covers me. To me, it's more than enough. The love, the mystery, the grace of the kingdom being seen on earth. Earth seeing how I show your love, the mystery standing side by side with you. The promises are more than enough. Enough you've called me your daughter, daughter to see your will being done. I am chosen and loved and set free for a purpose that I cannot explain." So, thank you, Colonel Briggs. I appreciate that. Exactly, Tony. No worries. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on and do a few poems and just kind of talk through some stuff that has been kind of bothering me. And if you could share this out, guys, I'm probably going to just stop doing the poetry for a minute because I don't want to read them all and miss people coming in. So, who have we got in here? Tony Skittles live streams. Hey, Stephanie Ferrante, Matt Sully, Colonel Briggs, Chelsea Lynn, Just Me, Carolyn Lowe, Shout Out, whoever that was, bye bye. Sunflower Pepper, Mrs. Lycan. Who else have we got? 20th Century Fox. Who else is it? Matt. Who else is here? MT Cole Forge, Carell, Matt Sully, the Milkmaid. Who else have we got? I think that's about it. So I've literally just read everyone out who I know is in here. Hello, Ghost Prepper. Do you want to come up, Ghost? I can put the link in the chat for you, or I can send it via email or whatnot if you want to come up and support me, Ghost Prepper. It's good to see you. I did put a big status about you on my community tab earlier, brother. If you did see it, I was like just thanking you for your support. Hey, Sorsha, how you doing, Sorsha? It's good to see you. Yeah, I don't self-promote people in here unless it comes directly from me and I allow you to self-promote. Thank you, Sorsha, for the comment. I appreciate that. But Ghost Prepper, if you are still in here, do you want to come up and come support me, brother? Because I could probably do your support, to be honest, right now, because I'm having some a little bit of an issues. Hey, Roughneck, how are you? Good to see you. I'm in the middle of Walmart, so I love me some Gemma. Oh, you make me embarrassed, Ghost Prepper. Much love, Carolyn. I take it you're off, Carolyn. Thank you so much for being here. Ginger Locks. Hey, sweetie. How are you? See, have I already got you as a mod? I think so. Let me just check. Yeah, you are. Okay. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is my 4K celebration, Ginger Locks. It's just the way that I've chosen to celebrate it. And I've got 22 incredible people in the chat at midnight my time. This is weird. But yeah, I just thought maybe I might invite some friends up. Ginger, if you want to come up, I can put the link in the chat for you if you want to come up, or I can email it to you if you want to come up. If not, if you're busy, I understand. Thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate that. That's really sweet of you to say. This is not going to be easy to. No, Colonel Briggs, I'm not a self promotion channel. Like, I don't self promote people on my streams, so I'd rather you didn't. But thank you for asking, because that's kind of, I don't want to become a self promotion channel and all people coming in here for is to self promote themselves. That does really annoy when people do that. They think that I'm just not going to say anything. So yeah, this is okay, Gingerlocks, no worries, my friend. This poem is called My Battle versus the World. My battle versus the world that doesn't want me around because I am different. Different marching to my own anthem that the kingdom of God has made for me who is a kingdom daughter who has seen the kingdom coming down to earth. The world that still sees me as a stigma, the stigma that needs to be solved. Solved? No, I do not need to be, because I'm a daughter of the King. King, shine my light, being a voice for the many who feel they don't have a purpose. I have to change the world to make it unique and inclusive. Inclusive that people like me are not forgotten and made to feel like I don't exist. The world that I see, I'm getting stronger. Stronger each day, I'm seeing the kingdom on earth. Seeing how Jesus loves them every day. Eternally known, I'm chosen to battle with the sword of righteousness. My battle every day just to exist. Exist and advocate as a disabled woman. The world should understand me and not see me as a threat. Threat that is seen as a disappointment. My battle is to show that we can live together in love and unity. The world needs total healing. So, hey, Purple Tube, how are you? Good to see you. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that poem, guys. I've got a few more here, but I don't want to rush through them. So I'm going to take a bit of time out and chat to you guys in the chat. Hey, Purple, how are you? Good to see you. Let me just go down here. Lunatic Mum, if you're still in the chat, make yourself known. Hey, Dwayne, how are you? Let me just check through the chat. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Carolyn. Matt. Let's have a look, see who else is in here. Hey, Patricia. Good to see you. How are you? Good evening to you. Good morning from the UK. It's currently midnight, so I'm in Thursday right now. So, yeah, I just thought I'd do a bit of chat and poetry and maybe a panel if people want to come up here and sit with me and just talk to me. It'd be great to have some new friends up if people want to come up and see me. Ghost Prepper, if you're still in Walmart and you still can hear me, let me know by putting the thumbs in the chat. Chelsea, it's great to see you. I appreciate you coming in. Purple Tube. I'm good. I'm celebrating my 4K, so I'm whoop whoop. I'm very happy that I've got my 4K. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm after and what I've been trying to aim at for the last few weeks. But let's go into this next poem. It's called Who Am I? Okay, Ghost Prepper, I appreciate that, brother. Let me just check. Did I mod you in here already? Yes, I did. Okay. You just double check. Yeah, I did. Okay. Roughneck, if that's a troll, get rid of it. You have a wrench, so oh no, don't get rid of it. Leave it in here. If it's a troll, then make themselves known. So oh, Dad's talking to me. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, Dad, hold on a second. Copy. I've got a guest coming up, people. Whoop, whoop. I've got a guest coming up, people. I'm very happy right now. Whoop, whoop. I'm going to put these poems down here next to me for right now because I'm waiting for my guest to show up. Right, hold on. Is he going to... Hopefully he's going to come up. I did send him the link just a second ago, so... Yeah, I've got Lunatic Dad coming up. I'm waiting for him to show up in the basement. I did just send him the link in our private conversations. I don't think it's a troll, Roughneck. Don't worry about it. Leave it be. Don't touch it. I've got Lunatic Dad coming up, so if he spots someone being rude or whatnot, he'll be pretty quick to. Hey, Ice Spike, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Good sir. Good to see you. I'm so happy to see you. So, yeah, Lunatic Dad, I have sent you the link. Where are you at? Yeah, Lunatic Dad does rock. I'm waiting for him to show up. He did just say that he could. I've just sent him the link in Hangout, so I'm waiting for him to show up in the basement. So, yeah. How are you doing, Ice Spike? It's good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. And how are you doing, T Right? I hope you're doing good. It's good to see you. So, yeah, I've got 15 magical people in the chat right now. Whoop, whoop. How are you? How are you? How are you, everyone? It's good to see you. So, hopefully, he's got the link. Hey, Moonlight Gypsy. Hey, Bill Williamson. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing, Moonlight Gypsy? It's good to see you. I appreciate you coming in. Oh, there we go. Hopefully, Lunatic Dad's now going to come in. So I did just hopefully send him the link. I think he got it. Thank you, Stephanie, for sharing it out. Whilst I'm waiting for Dad, I will carry on reading some poetry. I did send him the link just a second ago, so I'm hoping he'll pop up. Not he's got busy, but he has got the link in the messenger. So, yeah, this one's called "Who Am I?" I am the Lord's daughter, daughter who He shines over. I'm like a flower that fades quickly. Quickly, the Lord picks me up when I fall. Foreknown you, forgiven me. Forgive me and give me a purpose to educate the world. Not because of me, but because of what you've done. Done, you've made me a kingdom daughter. Who am I? I'm an autistic woman created for greatness. Greatness that you see in me. Me who's still trying to understand who I am. I am the broken pieces needing to be built up. Built up, you see me as perfect in your eyes. Yet I see myself as a person with imperfection. Imperfection with wonders, with questions. Questions that are quickly fading. Fading, I need to remember who I am. I'm chosen and standing strong. Strong even when the waves crash against me. I am your daughter. Who am I? I am blessed and chosen. Chosen, whom shall I fear? Fear, you've placed a crown upon my head. So, thank you, Ice Spike. I appreciate that. It's good to see that you're taking a break, my friend. I know you work hard on your channel as well, so I appreciate you taking some time out, especially considering that you're like 12 hours ahead of me right now. So, yeah, there's quite a lot of different. Thank you, Ice Spike. Much love, Ice Spike. I appreciate you, my friend. And he always calls me his UK princess. Every time I go on his stream, he's like, "Here comes the UK princess," and it always makes me laugh and smile because it's like it makes you feel so special. He's like, "Oh, here comes the UK princess. She's come to say hello." I'm like, "Yes, I have." So I do show myself in his stream a lot of the time. I do try and get there as often as I possibly can. Usually he goes live at a weekend for me, so usually it's a Saturday night. my time, Sunday morning for him, I think. So yeah, I usually try and get on there when I see the notification pops up in my little notification box. That I get. Okay, Chelsea, no worries. I'm waiting for Dad to show up. Where's he gone? Let me resend him the link because I have sent it to him. Let me resend it to him in case he hasn't got it. But there we go. I sent Dad the link again in case he hasn't got it. But thank you, Moonlight Gypsy. I appreciate that. I don't want to rush these poems, so I'm going to take a break for a minute, wait for Dad to turn up in the backstage area. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, Icebreak, for saying that I'm an angel. I appreciate that. That makes me feel really, really good about myself. So, yeah, it's good to see everybody. And yeah, like I said, I promised to go live for a little bit just to celebrate my 4K. Whoop whoop. It's like I never thought I'd get this far. Like never, ever, ever. Like I didn't dream of it at all. Like it's absolute like bonkers, and you know, I still don't get it, and it's like it's crazy. It's like I don't know. So hopefully he's gonna message me or he's gonna just turn up. I don't know. There you go. He has got the link. I did just send it to him again. So there he is.
What?
There you are.
I'm not here.
The man of the hour. Hello.
Congratulations, honey. Just want to tell you that.
Thank you,
Oh,
Daddy.
look at that. Look at that. I got my icon on.
I know
look
you
at that
have.
shit. And now watch this. I have it off. Now I have it on. Now I have it off. Now I have it on.
You
no
one
wants
dizzy,
to see my
God
ugly
damn
mug
it.
anyway. No one wants. Hey. Don't you be swearing like that. Who taught you that damn shit the right way? Congratulations, honey, on your 4K. It has been a long, long road, but remember what Dad told you? That you would hit your 4K before your birthday. I said way before it, right? Because you busted your ass. Thank you very much. As I said, it would not be Dad if he did not come up on your panel to wish you personally a happy 4K. And yes, that was Mama inside there and everything else. So, you know, Mama came in because I told her, I said, I'm driving. I don't have time and everything else because I'm kind of like busy and shit, you know? So, but I was like, if I didn't come in for my daughter on her 4K celebration, then I'm a bad father. Just saying.
Well, I understand that you're busy and that you're working and stuff. I know that you're at work and you're driving the truck, and I just sent you the link off the off chance, and when I saw that you come in, I was like,
you know why? You know why I didn't get in right away? Because my thing is linked to Kyle's phone, not mine. So every time I tried to verify the number they send me, I could not do it. So I had to contact Kyle and say, verify the number that it's Lunatic Dad coming into the stream. Because it's a security thing.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying hello to you, Dad. T. Wright says, bless him, he's a cool dude. Hey, Jess, how are you?
Thank you, everybody, for coming in, and you heard some beautiful poetry. Gemma always reads poetry to me, and sometimes when we start talking and everything else, and I'm like, Gemma, stop talking, give me some poetry, girl, because she's really good. Guys, her poetry is outstanding.
Glasses before he moans at me. I know he'll be like, "Where's your glasses?" So I just have to remember to put them on. So
that on. It is out. Oh, you got the glasses on. Ah, look at that. Yes. I didn't even have to tell you this time.
I know, which is why I just stopped you from saying it.
Yeah, you're bad when it comes to not wearing your glasses. I told you. You're like, I can't see. Well, then, damn, put your damn glasses on. Maybe you might be able to see.
Yes, I know, Dad, which is why I'm putting them on. Like, like the ones that I just did at the beginning, like these are the newer ones that I've been working on for the last couple of days that I've been kind of trying to focus on. And yeah, so these are kind of the new ones. Like the one about the abuse of autistic people is one of the ones that I'm most proud of that I've done, because it's basically enough is enough. Autistic people need to stop being abused, and it's getting my nerves.
I seen your troll in there. That was kind of funny. Your mods did a fantastic job, and then we weren't able to see the first one that came in literally because I'm looking for it and I'm like, what the hell is she damn like lost it or is she on Quaaludes or something? Because I couldn't see nothing. But the second one I seen. But your mods did a fantastic job. Shout out to your mods. You got kick-ass mods on your channel. You really do.
Yes, I'm very careful with the mods who I have on here, Dad, as per reasons why I try and be careful with who I mod on here and who I trust to look after my channel and whatnot. So, and Dad's obviously the number one mod. Like Dad knows if he sees some shit going down.
I am not even a mod on your channel. What are you talking about, girl?
Yes,
Every
you
time no, I am not. Every time I comment on your channel, not that it it doesn't bother Dad because he loves you anyway. Guys, I'm backing up my truck right now.
I swear I modded you ages ago.
No, you removed me. No, I'm dead serious. I'm not a mod on your channel.
No, I know. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that right now. I need you to write in the chat so then I can do it.
I can't write in the chat. I'm driving, girl. Don't worry about it. Listen.
I have to figure it out.
Listen, it doesn't matter at all. You don't need Dad as a mod. You got fantastic mods in there already.
Yes, I do need you as a mod though because it's common sense. It's respect as well. I should have had. I don't know why I haven't got you as a mod, but I'll alter that when I finish this and get it sorted out. So
listen. I want to say to you that over all the years I've known you, almost 6 years, you busted your hump. You kicked some ass. You took some names, and you know what? You made a lot of friends and everything else along the way. Concentrate on the positive. Concentrate on your poetry, concentrate on your cooking, concentrate on your platform and what you represent and everything else. And all the other stuff that people may come in and talk shit or whatever, that's only because they're jealous. And I told you this many times. They're jealous because you're autistic and you're successful in life. Okay? Always remember that, honey. Always remember that. You're always going to have people that will go ahead and try to tear you down. But what defines you as a person is that you don't allow that to tear you down. It actually use it as a motivation. Use it as a motivation to say, you know what? I don't care what you say because I got a lot of people that support me, love me, and believe in what I do. So to anybody that hates or does stupid shit or whatever the case may be, ignore that shit. Because if you start paying homage to it and you start acknowledging any hate or bashing or whatever, you know what ends up happening? You become a drama. Okay, you become the negativity instead of what you're supposed to be, the positivity of autism on the platform. You are a strong representation of what is good in YouTube. There's a lot of bad in YouTube. Hey, you watch Lunatic Dad, that's as bad as you get. But anyway, but I'm proud of you. That's all I'm telling you is I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Dad. It's good to hear that because sometimes I need to be kicked up the arse and reminded sometimes.
I was going to put you in my butt again, but I decided I'm not going to do that because people be like, where did Dad go? I just see dark. I got to unhook my trailer.
Okay. Hey, Shift Kicker. Wow, he swore then. Whoops. Hey, Karel. How you doing? Hey, Carla. I'm very positive on my channel. I try and help people out. Like Mintic Dad and me have known each other 6 years, and me and Dad have battled stuff. Like, believe me, like me and Dad have been through it all. We've had a lot of battles between us, and yes.
But they've always been in a constructive way, though. You know.
Yes.
They've always been.
You know,
we don't always see eye to eye. I don't always see eye to eye with you.
No, you don't. No.
But when you got true family and you got people that truly support each other, you can disagree. You can have maybe, no, I don't agree with that. That's wrong or whatever. But as long as you respect the other person's ways of doing things, because just because you don't like it doesn't mean that the person who's creating and doing stuff likes it.
Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. And this poem kind of explains a lot what I've been going through with like sensory issues recently. This poem I wrote, I think I read this to Dad before. This is called Diverted. It says, diverted, I feel like I'm in a society with all the noise and crowds which make me feel anxious with all the smells and people talking, people pushing past me. I stop and feel like they're staring at me. They stare at me because I'm different than the normal society. Society expects me to conform and behave and not act like I'm distressed with sounds that are overloading me. The nearing tide repeats over and over and over the sound of mobile phones that ring at high-pitched music playing all day on repeat. Repeat of shop announcements. Can I help you? Do you need help? Help, I feel like I'm starting to drown. My head's going round and round in an anxiety panic. Anxiety controls me and I finally have to cry. Cry to get out all the pain. Pain nobody sees as it's all inside my head. It's buried. Buried where nobody can see it. See me on the outside, emotional as I show you. I show you what I want you to see. See because people still don't understand me. Understand that I have to divert many triggers of my feelings. Feelings that I can't label or explain. Diverting myself away from the noises that are around me. Feeling like I have no way out. Out and trying to find a way of trying to cope and trying to be different. All that's going on around me, people see what they want to see. But actually, they say I'm fine, I'm actually not. I'm anxious and starting to feel everything's intense. Intense, every sound is heightened, trying to find a way to go. Remember, each autistic person that you come across diverts away from society. Society which judges them because they don't understand. We're the odd ones out. We're diverted in society. Society, one day, please will you learn to understand me?
As always, fantastic. Now, the meaning of that is that people misjudge autism. People misinterpret things about autism and everything else. And me and you discuss this like 100 million times. That when again you have fully functional people that are autistic, okay, and you know why Dad loves the autism community and everything else. You know why? Because, like I said, it's in my family. Okay, so it's personal to me. That's why when me and you met each other and everything else, I knew. Yeah. I said, I'm gonna dig this damn chick. But then I seen a couple of your explosions and everything else, and I'm like, holy shit, wow. She's nuttier than freaking Lunatic Dad. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, my explosions are crazy. Dad has seen me when I've completely lost my absolute my cocoa puffs, and I'm like kaboom, and everything just goes really bad. And I'm like, yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea to explode on a live stream.
Yeah, and that's the thing, hon, that a lot of people don't understand. Sorry about the glare, guys. I know that bothers Gemma when the light comes in. She always goes like, Dad, that light, I'm not saying anything but the light coming in. And I'm like, honey, I'm at the rail. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to it.
But it's light out right now at the house. I mean, out.
Hey, Dirty Ron. How you doing? It's good to see you, Dirty Ron. It's always a pleasure to see you.
And I just do want to say, me personally, I do want to say to everybody that has supported my daughter, Gemma, everybody that's in the chat, all of her mods, everything else, even though I may not know you personally, or I don't know maybe your channel or whatever the case may be, what you do, but I just want to give you a personal thank you from Lunatic Dad to your supporters, to your mods, and to everybody. They do, I'm telling you, and especially, see, like when Dad went live this past time, right? My chat was like so insane. I couldn't even read my chat, and you know I'm really good at it. I'm really good at reading the chat.
Yeah.
And it was just going too insane, too fast, and everything else. But I had mods in there, Nations 13 people that were taking care of my business. You were taking care of my business and everything else. That there were a lot of people that were like, nope, you got to go. Because sometimes I had this one comment, you know, like how you discuss comments, what people say and everything else.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. I had this one comment yesterday saying that I'm a monster because I destroy electronics. And I should not destroy electronics, and then videos should be taken off of YouTube. I said back, no, check this out. This is how I got the person. I said, well, do you watch Freddy Krueger? Do you watch Friday the 13th? Do you watch all these, you know, violent horror films and all this other? Well, yeah. Well, that's because you like it, right? Now, if I told you that should be taken down because there's too much violence and killing and everything else, what would you say? Person came back and said, I just subscribed you. You made your point. I'm sorry. Oh, I see someone. Someone said, hello, Gemma. It came across my, wow, I can see a chat.
Yeah, I highlight them. I can press on them.
See, if you highlight it, I can think. So proud of you, Gemma. From Carla and
Thank you, Carla. Carla has an amazing channel. She does a lot of different subject chats, and she chats about news and different things. She's a really, really nice lady. I've been going to her streams a long time.
And I always tell your supporters or whatever, is I have a community tab on my channel. Just put your channel name in there or whatever, because that's the only way I'm going to see it. Because I told Gemma this many times. There's times I don't even see Gemma's comments because you got to understand, Dad probably gets, and I'm not shitting you, probably 1,000 to 2,000 comments a day, a day.
Yeah,
So
I know
if you say I came from Gemma, or nice to meet you, Lunatic Dad, if you don't mind, giving my channel a look see or whatever, I won't know that because there's just too many. But if you put it on my community tab, did you see how many likes when you put that Good Morning Friday thing on
Yes,
my
I
community
did.
tab? Everybody gave you so much love. You had like 100 and something likes on your
Yeah,
photo.
132. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty. I was like, there you go. See, that's because people love you, Gemma, and it's what you do. I'm telling you, it's what you do. I mean, you're silly as shit sometimes, but you're very serious at times. Oh yeah, that's the side that people don't understand. Listen, people. I have been in calls with her at night when it used to be wintertime and it's very bad weather, and she's like, "No, I'm not getting up." I'm like, "Gemma, your eyes are almost shut." She's like, "Nope, I want to make sure you get home safe to Mama and the family." I'm like, "Gemma,
Yeah.
I'm fine." She's like, "Nope." I'm like, "Gemma, we've been on this freaking call for 11 freaking hours." She won't go and trying. And what I end up having to do is like, okay, Gemma, I got to go to, even if it's just to go ahead and, because I know she literally, guys, fell asleep on a call with me, literally sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Gemma, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm like, what do you mean, what? I can tell you're damn freaking out of not this in this world. You were in dreamland. But no, your mods are very good people. I have seen it over the years, like Stephanie and that. I have seen
Stephanie's
your
been on
mods.
here a long time.
And I have seen your mods over the years. Really, I mean, they're really top notch, Gemma. You got good ones.
Yeah, I try and make sure that I have really good mods because obviously I've had a bad experience before, so I try and make sure I have people who I know are friends of To Do With You and people I know who are going to be trustworthy. And
I don't have no friends, Gemma. Sorry. You keep saying I have friends. I have family. I don't have friends.
yes, Duty Ron's one of my top mods in here as well. Duty Ron's been one of my mods for a long time. He's a fantastic channel. I have much love and respect for Duty Ron. He's been with me a long time, and he does a lot of true crime, and he talks about how to help people who are going through the criminal system. And he's very knowledgeable. He's a former NYPD detective and very, very clever guy, very, very entertaining, and knows his stuff for sure. He knows a lot of different stuff.
Well,
So
I tell these people the only way I'm gonna know who the hell you are and check out your stuff. You got to reach out to Dad, because there's no way that Dad is gonna know what the hell you do. I don't know. I mean, I don't, like I said, me with the job, the family, all this other stuff, and his crazy ass YouTube and everything else. And then with Kyle, believe it or not, I want to straighten this out real quick. I love Kyle. I mean, a lot of people keep on thinking like that don't know the Lunatic Dad himself. But Kyle pisses me off sometimes. So yeah, the way I look at it is I'd rather destroy some shit, right? I'd rather destroy some shit
yeah,
than
of
put
course.
my hands on my children. And
Yeah.
99% of the stuff is stuff that I end up buying them for gifts when they were either younger or whatever. So I'm destroying my own damn shit. How stupid is that, if you think about it?
Yeah, that is a bit. I said to you before that is a bit stupid because then you have to rebuy the stuff that you've smashed, and then it ends up being smashed again later on down the line anyway.
But remember when I was telling you about bipolar? Me and you've had this discussion many times.
Yes,
Bipolar and
yeah.
autism, very similar, very similar.
Yes.
And like I said, when I just snap, you've seen it many times, Gemma, where I'm sitting there screaming at drivers out here and yelling at people and everything else, that a lot of people have no clue about, where all of a sudden I just snap like out of clear blues nowhere. But
Yeah.
and there's no way, and it's not like I got a sign. That's the thing that gets me. That's the most common thing that they ask people with autism and bipolar and everything else. Well, do you know that it's coming on? Do you know it's about to happen? Well, if I damn knew what the hell was about to happen, I'd try to do something to stop it. No, I don't know. It just happens.
It happens.
just
It's like me and
happens.
Dad. What we describe it as. It's like a sensory overload. Like Dad has certain triggers that I know I'm very good at spotting with him, and when I know Dad's not coping very well, or I can see a change in his personality, and I'm like, Dad, tell me what's wrong. Are you alright? He's like, Gemma, and I'm like, Are you right? He's like, Gemma, not now. I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, okay. And I know not to approach it because there's certain subjects that Dad's like, Gemma, I know you want to
Like
help.
right now, this stupid driver. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. You're making a U-turn on a main road. You are a fucking idiot. Sorry, Gemma, but this guy.
No, I understand, Dad. Totally cool. No worries.
Bald mother. Oh my God, what an idiot. Wow. He made a U-turn on a main road.
Dad has triggers that I can help him with. Like, we're very good at sorting each other's triggers out. And I know Dad in the past when we've done live stream together and someone's tried to trigger Dad or said something, and he's like, Gemma, that I have to go. And I'm like, okay. And people don't realise that there's certain things you don't say to him, period. Like, there's certain things I know not to even try and say to him. I'm like, if you're either stupid, if you're going to say it to him, or you're desperately looking for Dad to explode at you. What one do you want?
I try to be respectful to everyone. Believe it or not, honey. I mean, even my detractors and everything else, I try to give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you're going to be downright ignorant and childish and the way you conduct yourself, then yeah, I mean, I there's only a few people that I've ever like lost my shit on, but but overall, after I got done losing my shit on them, you know what ended up happening? I rethought it, and I'm like, boy, you're an old man, and you reacted that way. You know, sometimes, you know, I reflect, and that's I mean, you discussed that about autism and everything else. After you have your meltdown, or I have my meltdown, or something happens, or whatever, that all of a sudden, that we reflect on it, right? And then we look back on it and be like, boy, we didn't handle that too well, did we?
No, this is the thing. It's like this now, for example, Clint, my friend Clint Rich came in here and told me he's been unmodded. Clint, what I'm going to say to you is about that. I unmodded a lot of people because Dad knows when I last streamed, like properly, like months ago, I had a big issue with some people and I basically unmodded nearly everybody apart from 3 or 4 people that I still have as mods on the channel. And a lot of people were not too happy with me because I felt it was the only way to cope with my channel and get myself back into a stable frame of mind because Dad knows that I wasn't coping very well on YouTube, and I kind of just took off and didn't really think about like Dad said, I didn't really think about the result of how people would think about it and my actions. So again, it's my fault. I need to get better.
Yeah, you unmodded Dad too. Congratulations.
Yes, I know. I'll finish it. I will rectify it.
My daughter talks to me sometimes 6, 7, 9, 10 hours a day, and then I go into her chat once in a blue moon, and I say, "Where the hell is my wrench?" And I'm like, "Oh, so that's how we're gonna do this, huh?" Okay.
No, I will sort it. I will sort it. I will sort it. I will get it done.
Girl,
I will sort it.
I told you that I listen to you, and this is something that even your little trolls should be, you know, and people be aware of. Just because I don't chat in Gemma's chat doesn't mean I'm not there, because a lot of times I'm at work and as I got it right now, it's sitting on my up on my dash or whatever, as you guys can see me, and I'm just sitting listening to her and everything else. And if I feel that I need to make an appearance, then I make an appearance if there's somebody stupid or whatever. But but overall, I mean, and then Mama watches. Like, see, that's one thing I love about Mama. She'll come in, she'll super chat you, put a saying, and then she doesn't talk. She doesn't. But she keeps you on and she's listening and everything else. And that's the way Dad is a lot of times, is that I don't have, it's kind of hard for Dad sometimes to constantly just, you know, I'm driving. I mean, I don't have time to, you know that.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. It's like Duty One just said a good point. He's like, Gemma, you can take my wrench away. I will still show up because I love you, and the wrench means nothing. Duty Ron, like, I don't take wrenches away from people. Like, you've had a wrench here for a long time, Duty Ron, and you've never done anything wrong. You've always been very good with hammering people when I needed you to. You've always been very supportive. You've been on my panels, and I've done poetry and stuff in the past. So I will never ever take your wrench away, Duty Ron. You're very, very loyal, and you've known me long enough to know how I work. So there's certain people that will get wrenches.
I know who J-Man is. J-Man Show.
No, I was talking about Duty on J-Man Show hasn't been here for a while. I think his account is last time I know about him, his account had been flagged. So I don't think he does content anymore. I don't think. Hey Lauren, how are you?
You realize how many times Dad's channel has been flagged? YouTube reviews it, and they're like, no, because he's 18 or older. See, my channel is 18 or older.
Yeah, mine too.
So I
Hey,
put it,
brother.
and you know how they tell you to rate your videos? They're swearing, is there that? So there's times, we always put automatically because you never know when Dad's gonna slip. What up, Jay?
What up, Gloria? Thank you very much for the
Nice to
donation,
you.
my friend. Thank you so much for the $5
Oh, look at that, Gloria. Thank you,
donation.
Gloria.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much,
Gloria.
Gloria. I appreciate
Oh,
you, my friend.
that's
I
so
hope you're doing
sweet.
good.
See, I like to see that. I love when people do nice things for you, Gemma, because
Yeah,
because you're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart.
I
Even though
try,
I
and
got
I really need to push my buttons.
yeah, yeah. Listen, your 4'6" ass ain't gonna be able to do shit anyway. All right, you ain't pushing no damn button. You need a damn. You need a damn. We're gonna be at the airport the day that you meet Dad and the family. You're gonna come in, and as I
Yeah.
told you, I'm gonna be like Gemma, 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 Gemma. Then you're gonna have to jump onto some damn stool or whatever and be like, I'm here, Dad. Now I'm gonna look. I'll be like, oh shit, you're only up to my waist, girl. Son of a gun.
Yeah. It's
Thank
like
you.
I actually got put against the scale today at the doctors for my height, and they actually said that my actual height is 4'11" and a quarter. I was like, what the hell does a quarter mean? Like, what the hell?
There ain't no way you're 4'11", girl. There ain't no way. They lied to you. See, doctors lie. Oh,
Thank
someone
you,
gave you a super
Carla.
check, Carla and Fred.
Thank you,
Thank you, Carla.
Carla.
See, I'm able to see it on you when you highlight it. Then I see that's what you should put if anybody, if I'm ever on your streams. I don't
Yeah,
know if you're ever gonna want me again ever on your stream, but if I ever am or
of course
whatever,
I
then
am. That's a stupid question.
shush. You better be quiet because I'm gonna take your damn hair, twist it up
Oh,
real bad,
gee,
and
Ron,
I'm
oh
gonna
my
make your damn
god.
autism go freaking nuts. Look at that. Say that another
Oh
one. Look at that.
wow, Ron, really?
Read that.
Oh
Read it.
wow, thank you very much, Ron. I appreciate that. Oh, you didn't have to. Thank you so
Read it.
much, Ron. Much love and
That
respect from my house to yours, my friend.
that's because they love you. That's because they
I
love
always, I
you.
always like to nick his saying because he always says at the end of his broadcast, Duty Ron does, he says, much love from my house to yours. I always keep nicking it from him. I'm like, yep, I'm going to use that.
Mm.
Stephanie says she's 5'2". Well, Stephanie, I'm shorter than you, my friend.
You are not
I'm
5'2". They're lying. They're just trying to make you feel good. That's all. Hmm. You know that's a fact.
yeah, I'm not surprised.
It's all right. Hey, you know what? You can do what you got to do and everything else. But I mean, when you're short, you're short. That's it.
Oh wow, really, Dragon? Really?
Wow, $50. Oh my God, Dragon
Whoa.
Station Ninja.
Dragon, after yesterday, that's insane.
Wow,
Thank you so
wow.
much, Dragon, for your really thoughtful donations. You did that yesterday to me as well. Thank you so much, Dragon, for the next donation. I appreciate that.
That's
You've been
because they
really, really
love you.
thoughtful to my
That's
channel.
why.
That's really sweet of you.
That's very nice. That is very nice.
Hey, Lake Ferrari, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate you coming over. And like yesterday, I must say a big thank you to Ghost Prepper if he's in the background. He did a 2.5 hour stream yesterday. He helped me get some new friends, which is really sweet. And I got to see some pictures of his new baby bunnies, which was super cute.
Oh,
And
there you go. You're
there
topsy
goes
turvy.
Dad topsy turvy. That's what happens to me when I'm on a phone call with him. All of a sudden I go, whoop.
That is for sure. That is
Like
for
the amount of
sure.
times I go to upstairs, I'm like, Dad, where are you gone? Oh, there I am.
But everybody, give me a hell yeah, as Gemma always says. Give me a hell yeah for
give,
4K up
give
in
me
that
a
chat.
hello.
Hell yeah. As I said, darling, you did it. I'm proud of you. You have no idea how proud I am to
Yes,
get
and
that
taking
you're at
that.
the 4K. But we're gonna get
Yes.
you're going higher. Set your sights next to this road to 5K, and then we keep on going
Hell
and
yeah,
going and
yeah.
going and going. We don't stop. We don't stop.
No, of course
You
we
know.
don't. We've got a lot more work to
Well,
do, yeah? I've got a lot more work to do. I've got to prove myself first.
when they bury me 6 feet under, then Yeah, then I'll be looking from the heavens, shining down upon you like a light on my bald ass head,
Oh,
and you'll know that Dad is looking down upon you and saying, "You're doing good, my daughter. You're doing very good, and I'm very proud of you."
yeah. I don't want to even think about that, Dad. That's making me emotional. I don't want to. I don't want to think about that.
Well,
That's making me more
as
cry.
sweetheart, I told you forever, Dad is getting old. I'm getting old, so
Yes, but not
uh,
old, old.
life is life, and you know what? You just got to live it as best as you can. The way you treat people, the what you do, and everything else. That's going to define you in your life. If you treat people dirty, you're going to get dirty. But if you treat people with respect and at least understanding, again, you don't have to get along with somebody. You don't have to get along with them, but just don't be a total jerk and purposely trying to cause them undue stress. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely right. Hey, Justin Mello, thank you for sharing me out. Exactly, Gloria. Tomorrow is never promised. Exactly. This is what me and Dad say all the time. Like, I know tomorrow is not promised. I have to be positive and promote myself and do the content. And I have a lot more ideas coming out. Like I said on Friday, I'm going to go to the hairdressers and finally have this thick mop chopped because I'm getting annoyed with it because my hair's doing my head in. And they've actually let me film inside the salon and I get to show you all the equipment and all that kind of stuff. And then straight after the hairdressers, I'm going out for a Italian meal with some friends. And again, I've got permission from the restaurant to film inside the Italian restaurant to show you all the like chef area and all that kind of stuff. So you can see me walking around the restaurant and showing you all the different cutlery and the cups. And thank you, Carla, for sharing the stream out. I
And
appreciate
that
it.
and that's one thing that I always urge you to do. Remember when you were always doing the videos and I kept on talking privately, Gemma, get
Yeah,
outside. People want to see the UK. People want to see different things and everything else. We got to start expanding the content. I mean, I know that your main content is the autism and everything else. I get it, but there's also a lot of things that people are interested, especially us people here in the United States. We don't know a lot of that stuff that you go to. I mean, hell, me and you discussed many times about different types of candies, and you show me
yeah,
certain things, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And then, but then you tell me what it is, and it's similar to Reese's Buttercup to me. Here,
yeah.
you know.
Like
Hmm.
I'm actually, what I'll do is on Friday, I need to go to the candy store anyway because I've got to pick up some candy for my stepdad for his birthday. So what I'll do is I'll film inside there as well, and I'll show you all the English candies, and we do have some American stuff there as well. So I'll go in there and show you all the different candies and the chocolates and things. Hey, Nerd of the North, Jason, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. How are you? Dad,
Wow,
Nerd of the North's here, Dad.
wow, wow! It's been a long time since I've seen that ninja. Huh?
Me too. It's been a while since I've seen him.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Mew Mew, for sharing me out. I
There's
appreciate that.
nothing wrong with that.
Nerd of the North, how are
There's
you, brother? It's good to see you. I can put you on the screen. There we go. Thank you,
there it is.
Jason.
I see it. There
I
you go.
appreciate that. You've been one of my long-time supporters, Jason. That means the world to me. So I hope you're doing good. I know I did see your stream earlier when you were on for a little bit. I did come in and sit with you for a while. So I know you were talking about overcoming a lot of different things, and I'm proud of you, Jason, too. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? It's good to
What
see
is
you,
going
Jamie.
on here?
How you doing? But yeah, I've got some more poetry here because I don't want to bore Dad with just me talking. This poem I
You ain't
actually
boring me. You ain't boring me, girl. Hell no.
this poem I wrote. I think I wrote this to Dad like about a year or so ago. It's called Too Much Information. It goes like this. It goes too much information that's processing in my head. Head processing all the social conversation of hearing people on the telephone or on their laptop. The laptop typing too loud on the keyboard. The keyboard keys are constantly clicking. People clicking their fingers being clicked into place. People trying to ask me questions which overwhelm me with having to think of the answers people may not expect of me then looking confused. Confused people think I'm being awkward. They ask me, Gemma, are you okay? Are you going somewhere? Oh, what's wrong with you? I have constant information being processed and having time going too quickly. Quickly getting overloaded. overload all the sounds and noises that get to me, that starts the anxiety. Then I doubt and I panic. Panic makes my hands sweat. Sweat and tremble, people start staring at me. Staring at me and assuming that I'm just being difficult. Difficult I'm not, I'm having too much information. Information that goes around in my head, which is being told to me. Too much information and trying to process. Process the tone of voice and the background noise. This is too much information. It leads to overload, my overload of emotions. This is what me and Dad were talking about earlier. The emotions trying to keep myself together when society wants me just to be normal. Too much information, too fast, needs to stop. Stop and let me process how I feel. Everything is too much. That's how much too much information feels. Feels like I have to shut myself down just to simply cope. Cope with all my senses that are being heightened. Too much. Now do you simply understand? Understand we need to leave the situation. Too much information. It's too fast. It's too loud. Loud sounds hurt me. Please let me be who I am. I'm simply autistic.
See that? I've heard that. That is fantastic as usual. Guys, a lot of Gemma's poetry that she does have and everything else is you can tell that it's coming straight from her inner heart. I mean, from her spirit. You can just hear it. There's times, I'm not kidding you guys. I mean, I've heard so much poetry at Gemma that, after she gets done, she looks up,
Hey,
sees
Bella.
my reaction, and she sees my reaction. I'm like, just beautiful. Just downright beautiful. And I always urge her, I said, you got to do your poetry. Don't worry about what people think, because it's original poetry. It's not like as if she's gotten this out of some damn book, writing it down and then telling you to people up in the chat and everything. No, this is original coming from someone's heart. And that is what's amazing.
Yeah, I write everything's all my own words. So I don't use anything. I don't copy anything from anyone. And the amount of times people will try and attempt and say to me, "Oh, you've copied that from a website. There's no way you've written that." And I'm like, yes, this is all my own thoughts, feelings, and what people don't realise is Dad and me behind the scenes. Dad has actually encouraged me so much to write my poetry. And when I first told him that I was writing it, I doubted myself so badly to the point I was like, no one's going to want to hear this shit that I've got in my head, Dad. Like, duh, duh, duh. He's like, what'd you say? I'm like, and I started putting them out there and putting them out there and putting them out there. And I'm like, you know what? This is my own thoughts. I'm not copying it. I'm not stealing it. It's all my own genuine heart content. And I'm not afraid to do that anymore. If I want to put my poetry out there, so be it. I'm not going to hide myself because I shouldn't have to.
And you gotta start making me some damn chili, damn carne and making some damn food in your damn UK freaking apron, and going ahead and maybe you can go like put a wig on or something and start making it comical and everything else. That would be badass, Gemma. You start going in and you be like, I am Borat Gemma. I am Borat Gemma, and today I'm going to go ahead and make Googleass. Do you know what Googleass is? No, you don't. So I'm going to show you Googleass. And then you start doing some funny shit.
Yeah, I am. I've got some ideas I want to talk to you about. That's why I'm going to talk to you after the stream about it, because I need to.
I'm going to have to charge my phone, honey. You're gonna get some damn sleep, and then you're gonna call me later. That's what you're gonna damn do. You're gonna get yourself some damn sleep and everything else, because I ain't having your happy ass falling asleep talking to me because you've been up so excited about your damn 4K, which you rightfully deserve, and everything else. And you ain't going to be at 2 o'clock where I'm like, Gemma, Gemma.
No, I did get some sleep. I did sleep before this stream, actually, so I'm pretty much awake.
Yeah, now. Okay, now.
Lexi Ann says hello to you, Dad. Hold on, let me highlight it. There you go.
I see it. Hi, Dad. Oh, Lexi. How are you, Lexi?
Lexi is from New Zealand, I believe, so it'll be mid-morning for her right now.
Oh, wow. Wow, New Zealand, eh? And it says, hello, Gemma, Uncle Sam. Journey Grace, I missed you.
I haven't seen you for a while. How are you, Uncle Sam? It's good to see you. I know you pop in once in a while when you get time to see me. But this poem here I wrote a few days ago. This one's called Ordinary Girl. And it goes like this. It says, don't get me wrong, I love who I am. I don't want to be ungrateful, the role I have to play every day. Every day I wish they could see what's happening to me. I wish sometimes I could be ordinary when things seem so simple. Simple, but below the surface, I'm fried. Anything can happen for an ordinary girl like me. Things seem larger and louder and bigger, but I stumble and fall. I'm still this ordinary girl. Sometimes I get ignored, but that's okay. Anything happens to me for a reason at any time. I'm just an ordinary girl who's living my life. The role I have to play just to fit in. Fit into society doesn't see me struggle and that life is not ordinary. But sometimes I wish I could be ordinary, but then again, I don't. I'm not made to conform that way. I'm just me.
Yes, yes. I put you on the icon because my phone up on my dash is starting to heat up, and it was about to disconnect me from the chat.
Okay, no worries, Dad.
So
I understand that.
they can hear me. I'm sorry, guys. I know you see me in my truck and the bullshit with Gemma and everything else. Normally, I always like to show my face. I don't like doing icon, but at least it's better than just like some weird looking like dude
Yeah,
or something with, like my
I
head.
respect you, Dad. That's fine, no worries. Hey, Gambler, how you doing, Gambler? It's good to see you. Great stream
Hey,
earlier.
hey,
Gambler,
ring the
great
bell.
stream
You got to ring the
earlier.
bell for Gambler. You got to ring his bell. Ring that damn bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, he did a good stream in his car. That was hilarious. And I went in there and I realised he'd modded me as a guest mod on his channel again. Thank you, Gambler. I appreciate you coming in. How are you? Your stream
Oh,
was
that's very
hilarious
nice.
today. Very, very good guy. And if you don't know the Gambler After Dark, he is the uncle of the late Creators Alliance. He he was on who I actually found out about the passing of Jeff via a message that I got. So if you
Yeah,
don't know
condolences. I could definitely condolences the Gambler, buddy. I mean, like I said, and it's no disrespect. As I told you, Gemma, that
yeah,
I didn't really know Creators Alliance. I did not. You know, I mean, I've seen them a couple times up on YouTube and everything else. But, you know, people have pain and suffering and everything else. The only thing you can have is empathy. If you don't know a person or whatever, at least have empathy and, you know, say from your heart, say, you know, you got my condolences. You know, everybody loses people and everything else. And, you know, the Gambler, you know, you got my condolences, brother, to you and your family. And I don't even know if Creators Alliance was married, if he had kids or anything. I don't know. But if he did, it's got to be a rough time for them also. But, you know, always keep the memory of Creators Alliance alive. That's how
yeah,
you. That's
absolutely.
how you. That's how you give justice to people who have passed in your life. Don't ever forget them. Don't ever forget them.
No, I'll never ever forget Jeff. Like I said, I've made it pretty known that me and Jeff had a really special relationship, and me and Jeff were very very close. We spent a lot of time together on phone calls, on streams together, and I adore Jeff, and I always will. He became my YouTube best friend on here. We pretty much were inseparable for a time, and that's the way I want it. Like I know full well that he's looking down on me, and I know full well he'd be happy with it. So I just want to
Hmm.
make sure I keep his memory alive in the positive. So
Yep. And always keep that. And I know when you talked to me about it and you told me about it, you were pretty ripped to shreds and everything else. And that's something that people don't know, but now they do. But
yeah,
I
I
mean,
did.
but yeah, I mean, you know, like I told you, I said like when my two brothers died last year and everything else. You know, a lot of that I kept personal until I like kind of like went Cocoa Puffs on a stream on DeFi.
Yeah,
But
no, to you in private, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, and always have empathy for one another. I mean that's what's missing in this world now. You don't again, you don't have to know the person to have empathy. Okay,
No,
look up the word damn empathy and you'll understand. Is that at least have understanding what a person is going through, and if you don't understand it, just be like, I may not understand, but I still feel bad for you. You know, I mean, in anything, it doesn't have to be, you know, a death. It can be, you know, someone going through a crisis in their life or whatever, a depression and anxiety. Uh, you know, things ain't going so well in people's lives or whatever. But at
hmm
the end of the day, if you don't have any type of empathy, then what we've lost our soul as a universe. We've lost it because we
yeah.
have decided that, you know, there's way too much me out in this world now. It's not enough of we. And I ain't talking French neither.
Yeah, I get that. Like, this is the thing. That's why I keep saying to people, we need to be working together. We need to be supporting each other
What
because
up,
you
man?
is
Thank you, sir. All right.
okay.
Yeah.
T right, sleep well, my friend. No worries. Have a good sleep. I appreciate you staying up as late as you have done. 'Cause it is quite late for us, but yeah, I want to go through some more poems before Dad has to go. and before I take a nap, before I phone Dad, and like 2,
Wow.
3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 hours from now.
Wow. She's gonna kick it. See, guys. Now, how would you like to be treated by your daughter like that before I kick my old man out? What the hell?
No, I wasn't saying that. You
Hold
twisted.
on one second. You could read your poetry while I close my doors.
I wasn't saying that at all. You twisted that. I was saying so that I could get ready. I'm trying to think what poem I'm going to read now. I've got myself in a muddle. Right, okay, I'll read this one. My glasses are annoying me again. But this one's called The A Word. It says, the A Word is amazing in its own right. Right of being authentic. Authentic is who we are. We are each day and every day. We're just like you. You neurotypical people don't understand. Understand that we communicate differently. Differently with how we see the world. World with all the noise and people who make us overwhelmed. Overwhelmed with all your social rules, with expecting us to fit into your stereotypical box, which we don't want to fit in. Fit in and be expected to be normal. For what is normal is stereotypical label. Label for what is normal anyway. We should be accepted for who we are. We are many talented individuals, individuals with special abilities. Interests for me, such as music and politics, or politics and Buffy, are my personal interests. Interests for autistic people can be varied. Varied, which shows we can be flexible with many topics to talk about and to meet new people. People who get to know and understand us, that having interests isn't bad or naughty, that it shouldn't be done. Done as it's part of our routine. Routines keep our anxiety low. Low anxiety means we can communicate longer and spend longer socialising with our friends and family.
Look at that. See, I came in towards the end of it, hon.
Yeah.
But I've already heard your stuff. I probably heard at least literally 100 or better poems of yours.
Yeah, you have. That's fair. Like, a lot of these ones you've probably already heard, but these are some of my favourite ones that I picked out. I don't know if you've heard this one yet. This one's about autism and behaviour. I wrote this one after a comment that I got left a few weeks ago. It says, autism and behaviour. People think we're naughty, but we're not. We're not naughty because the world has got too much with sensory information overload. Overload, we're simply trying to cope. Cope in a society which doesn't understand me and why we don't act appropriate. Appropriate when we're expected to be normal. Normal is a stereotypical label that I don't conform. Conform to our own rules of how we feel safe. Safe for our special interests, which helps us to keep calm. Calm when the rest of the world is spinning out of control. Out of control and unable to focus. Focus on anything as everything seems negative. Negative news and negative people just telling us to stop. Stop acting like you do. That's bad and not allowed. Not allowed is you're causing a scene. A scene that everybody seems to stare. Stare at why are you staring at me and screaming or shouting. Oh, you're shouting for attention. People are assuming that I'm just wrong. Wrong, actually, it's a sensory shutdown. Shutdown when our body has simply had enough. Enough and unable to take any more due to the pressure, which is just too much to face. Facing people each day is difficult. Difficult why should you expect us to cope? Cope in a world that's just simply not for us. Next time, please don't assume that I'm naughty or bad. Our behaviour always has a purpose, and the purpose is usually to communicate.
Wow. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. I told you need to make a damn book and sell it to the publishers and shit for autistic people. Imagine that, Gemma. If you put it all together really nice and sent
Yeah.
it to like publishers all across the UK and stuff, and give it a look see. You never know. You never know. You might get someone to go ahead and endorse you and publish you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it. I will. I do want to try and do a book at some point. Yeah, it's one of my passions that I want to try and do. So.
Oh yeah. Never stop doing what you love. Remember what Dad always told you, honey, that after 10, 20 years from now, there's going to be parents that are going to have autistic children, or, they may be autistic or whatever the case may be, and you're going to be an inspiration to them. And remember what I always said, don't worry about the views, don't worry about the subscribers and everything else, because you don't realize maybe you might have saved the family and not even known it. You know what I'm saying? You might have helped out. You might have helped out maybe a father that doesn't know how to deal with it, with an autistic child. And because us guys we're a little bit more, let's say, less emotional than the females, and it's no knock on you ladies, but that's just the way us guys are. That's the way we're built. And but if someone sees your channel and they'll be like, "Wow, my son goes through this, my daughter goes through this, and everything else," and I just thought that they were acting out, that they were just being brats. No, they could be autistic, they could be bipolar, they can have many different things that is causing that behavior. Because I don't believe that people are just naturally acting out. I
No,
believe that there's something that there is reasons before all that too. I really believe that.
yeah, exactly. There's always a way for behaviour. It's always a purpose. Like I said to you before, there's always a reason for my behaviour. There's always a reason for the way that I do or say things. And a lot of people do often have a dig at me and go, "Oh, why can't you just act normal?" Or "Why do you get so anxious? Like, why do you fidget?" I'm like, really? Do I have to go through this all again? That
Hmm.
I'm on the spectrum. I have anxiety behavior all the time. I'm constantly on edge all the time. I have to learn to deal with it and process it. And Dad will even say and back me up here that I've I've calmed down a lot in the last 5 years. Like I've learned to
Oh yeah.
be more calm. When I first was on YouTube, I was heightened to the point where I was triggered on everything. I would get triggered on this
Hmm.
most stupidest little comment or
Hmm.
stupidest little troll. I'm like, oh, I can't do this. No, no, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't. Dad's like, Gemma,
Gemma,
calm
tell
down.
yes, tell all the people how many times you used to call me over the years, every day when before you learned how to deal with a lot of this shit, and you kept on calling me, Dad, I got a meltdown, Dad, I got a meltdown, and after a while, Dad did not answer your call because I'm like, no, you've got to be able to work through this. I taught you, I tried to tell you how to deal with it and everything else.
Yeah,
We're gonna work through it, but you can't every time something starts to rattle your world or something starts to not be the way you perceive that it is. And
yeah,
sometimes being, and don't forget, sometimes being autistic and that me having experience with this is that you may perceive one thing and the person may mean something totally different and you might have taken it the wrong way, you know.
yeah,
And that's where
absolutely.
you got to reflect on before you react on. I always say reflect, then react. And then that way you ain't going to get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. I've learned to process my feelings and my thoughts more, and because I don't get so triggered by stuff anymore. I'm like, because is it going to benefit me? No. Do I want to feel shit? No, I don't want to feel shit. So therefore, if I don't get triggered by it, I'm not going to go into a meltdown. If I process it properly and think about it before I snap and react in a situation where I don't need to, then I can remain calm and do what I do. So I learned to control my emotions better. There's still days where I don't control it and I snap, but that's very rare. I'm very quick at
Hmm.
to dealing with that kind of stuff. Hey Antonio, how are you?
Well, honey, I am gonna have to let you go. I will
Okay,
talk to
Dad,
you
no
later.
worries.
I just want to
Okay.
say I just want to say a personal message to you from me to you. I'm gonna take off my webcam so that you can see me. I just want to tell you that I love you with my whole heart, mind, and soul. I back you 100%. I am so proud that you hit your 4K. This was a moment that you deserved through your hard work and through everything that you have done out here. And to the end of my days, as long as I live, as long as I got a breath in my body, you will always be my daughter. And I love you very much to the moon. And you deserve everything but greatness because you are great. And I love you.
Oh, Dad, you make me want to cry. Oh,
Don't worry about it, honey. I love
I
you,
love you. I
and I
love you
will.
too, Daddy. You know I do. I adore you. Like I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Like your support is just I can't put into words how much it means to me and how much you step up and I'd be lost without you. I've said this to you before and to Mama, like and Kyle and the family. Like, I'm blessed. I'm humbled because I have someone who cares about me, and that's rare. And I love you way more than what I can say on camera right now.
I
Okay,
love you, sweetheart. I will talk to you later on, sweetheart.
I'll
Congratulations.
talk to you later.
Congratulations. Bye,
Thank
guys in
you.
the chat.
Have a
Thank you
safe.
for coming
Well,
out.
thank you for coming
Bye.
up, Dad.
Of course. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Thank you, Dad. I'll talk to you later.
Bye bye.
Bye. Hey Susie, how are you? Oh, Carla, don't cry. Like, you're gonna make me emotional, woman. Like, Carla, if you want to come up, I can put the link in email or whatnot to you. And my glasses are absolutely driving me nuts. I'm gonna take these off because I can't see a thing because my eyes are getting all emotional. Hey Susie, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, shut up, phone. But Carla, do you want to come up, or I don't mind putting the link in the chat if you want to come up, and I can get rid of it off my phone if you want to come up, Carla. I've got a few more poems to read, guys. I didn't manage to get through them all because Dad was talking and we were having a detailed chat, and like, yeah, Lunatic Dad gives an absolute world about me. Like, I've been very close to him for a very long time on here, and yeah, he's someone that I Hey, Poker Booster, how are you? Okay, Carla, I'm going to put the link in the chat and then I'll remove it off my phone. So give me a second. Copy, post. I know people say not to do that, but there you go, Carla. The link's in the chat for you. And then I'm going to quickly get it off my phone because I don't want trolls coming in here. I know they're going to try and come at me, so whatever. Right, Carla, quick, the link's in the chat, my friend. Hey, Drew's Paranormal, how are you? Let me just put the link, say hello from Scotland. Carla, I put the link in the chat for you, Carla. Click the link in the chat, Carla, and I can get rid of it because I don't want the trolls coming in here. There we go. Add to stream. Hey, Carla.
Hi, I'm getting an echo. Is that from you or from me?
Shouldn't be from me. I haven't got anything else open, I don't think. Let me check. No, I just got the StreamYard window open.
Hang on. I might have things open.
I made sure that I shut everything beforehand.
Oh, okay. It's me.
Okay.
It's me. It's me. It was me.
How are you? How are you, beautiful lady?
Am I still?
I can hear you, but your audio's gone in and out. I can hear you though.
Am I still echoing?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. I just wanted to come up and say I love you.
I love you too. I adore you, Carla. Like I said, you're a very special lady.
You're 4,000. You deserve it.
Thank you, Carla. It means a lot to me. Like I'm here to help. Like, it wouldn't be possible without all you guys. Like I said earlier, it's a case of all you guys have helped me, and you guys constantly comment and like and share my things, and especially you, Carla. You're very, very active on my channel, and that's really appreciated. And Ginger, and without you guys, I wouldn't be here. So it's all of us. It's not just me. I might create the content on here, but without you guys, I'm nothing.
But so, you have worked hard on your channel. You have done such a service to people like me, because I remember when I first met you and I told you I didn't understand autism. And thanks to you and the work that you do, I have a lot better understanding of what autism is. And I so appreciate that. And your poems are lovely. They're so inspiring that you put in on paper, or you put into words, and you give us an insight into your world, that we wouldn't otherwise have. And that's such a gift. That's you are such a gift to everybody. And I so look forward to seeing you in the morning, because as soon as I see your name, you make my heart sing. And the only reason I was crying before was because it to me was so heartwarming, the way he was talking about you, like how much he really cares about you. And that's everybody that you come across, Gemma.
Yeah, Lunatic Dad has autistic family, so we were connected quite easily. So he's
and you deserve all the best. And That's what I just wanted to. Oh, hello. I don't want to butcher your name. Mew Mew, Mew Mew
Yeah,
too.
Moo Moo. Yeah, Moo Moo.
Mew Mew
Yeah,
too.
she's a really nice lady as
I'm
well.
really
She's
bad at pronouncing some of these because some of these names that come into my chat sometimes I feel like I'm insulting people because I can't pronounce the names. And
yeah. I did that on your chat several times a few days ago. I was like, who are these people? I'm trying to say hello to them. I'm like, what do I put? And I'm just like, hi, because I don't know what
it's so
else to put.
scary when you get new people in too, because you don't know if they're coming in for the good, the right reasons or the wrong reasons.
Yeah, so
And
I
I
want
know,
to apologise as well, Coloured, for your stream. Well, earlier today for you, yesterday for me, and I know there was a couple of trolls that came in and were saying some shit about me. Them two trolls actually came back in here and were like, "Oh, we don't care about you being disabled. Like, what the hell are you lecturing about?" And da da
I
da da
think
da
I had
da.
them removed. I had them removed and blocked in my
Yeah,
chat.
and they came in here and were trying to lecture to Lunatic Dad. They're like, "Oh, why are you feeling sorry for her?" And I'm like, "Really? You're gonna try and
They
preach
were
at
hard
him?"
blocked on my channel. They can never that name anyways can never come back in my channel.
Yeah, they've been
I
blocked on this
just won't
channel
have
too.
it. I
So
won't
Lunatic,
have it.
that's why Lunatic Dad wanted to come up because he saw that I was having a bit of trouble. He's like, "Let me in." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, I don't appreciate that. You're one of my favorite people, and you're my mod, and it shows such disrespect when someone comes into your chat and starts attacking your moderators, because you make people moderators for a reason, because you trust them to have
Yeah,
your back.
exactly.
And I will not allow people to come in my chat and attack my moderators ever.
No,
So
that's the same here. Like, if I see people being disrespected, I'm like, nope, you don't get a warning. It's just you're gone. I don't put up with any trouble, and
yeah.
it's like it's so unnecessary. Like, if people don't know Carla as well, Carla is the most sweetest lady I've ever met on here. Like, her channel is amazing. She does such good quality content, and she does different chats. Like earlier, she was chatting about her pets and how people treat like animals, and she chats about true crime and you do need to connect with Duty Ron, Carla. I think you absolutely love his channel.
I saw that when you said he was a retired police officer, I was like, nice to meet you too, Stephanie. Um, you said he was a retired police officer, and I love true. Well, I think I've said it many times on my channel that I really
Yeah.
love true crime. But
I think you and Duty One would be really good friends actually because he does a lot of like the missing content. He'll report people who are missing and he talks
yeah,
about cases that are not being actively chased. Like he did a case, I don't know if you know about the Thomas Valver case, the
no.
little autistic boy who was murdered by his dad.
Oh, I
And
think like, didn't you put something on here about that on your channel?
yeah, and I got flagged the hell out of it about because I was going to do it as a stream with Duty One. And everyone's like, "That's a big mistake, Gemma. You shouldn't talk about it." And people flagged me saying that I was trying to abuse a little autistic boy. I'm like, no, I was trying to bring awareness to it. The fact that his dad was a low life.
I
And
don't understand YouTube. Here's the thing I don't understand with YouTube. They
hey,
allow
Prepper.
people to be abusive, and they allow all kinds of things, but when you try to um bring awareness to certain subjects, they'll flag you. And I've just seen such a it makes me angry because YouTube doesn't go after the people they should go after, like the bullies and you
Yeah.
know
Oh yes.
the trolls that have nothing better to do than to just make an awful name about you and then troll your chat. And
Yeah.
I've been bullied for a year, so I know what that feels like. So
Yeah, I've
I
seen
won't
some
allow it.
awful stuff in your chat before, and I'm like,
Oh
why
yeah.
the hell would this innocent, sweet lady like you get so heavily trolled and name called? And I'm like, this woman hasn't done nothing wrong. Like, she's sweet, she cares about people, and it made me upset. I remember speaking to you about it, I'm like, I still don't get it because you do quality content, you don't bash and bully people, you're very straight talking, you're very honest, and I'm like, what is it? There's nothing for her to hide. Like, she puts everything out there. There's nothing for anyone to doubt about you because everyone knows everything, and I don't understand it. It's so silly.
Well, I don't know. I guess when they don't have anybody else to talk about, like, and I always say to myself, well, if they're picking on me, then they're leaving someone else alone. Because at this point, after being bullied for over a year, I I kind of let it slide off my back, and I'd rather be me bullied than have someone that I care about be bullied. So,
Yeah. Hey Raven, how you
oh, hi
doing?
Raven. Nice to meet you.
I've got some really good
I'm
people in
sorry.
here. Like, I met some really good people yesterday through the Ghost Prepper channel. Like Prepper 101 was a really good is a really good friend. He dropped my link so many times, and he was one of the ones that was responsible for getting me to my 4K yesterday. Really good guy. So if you don't know Ghost Prepper and Prepper 101, you really should. They're really, really good guys, and they worked so hard yesterday for like 3 hours promoting me everywhere. It was fantastic effort for the pair of them. Really, really thankful for both of the guys for doing that yesterday. So it's really good.
Well, I
Please
knew you
subscribe
would
to
get.
Carla as well.
I knew you were going to get to 4K. I just knew it, and I knew it wouldn't take long because I promoted you too this morning. By the way, I was like,
Yes, I know. I was
yes,
in your
if you
chat when I heard
haven't
my
subbed to
name.
her,
Yeah.
I said, if you haven't subbed to her, if you have alternate accounts, go over there and sub to her. Get her to her 4K. She deserves it. If anyone deserves it, it's Gemma. And I'll tell you another thing, Gemma. And this,
Yeah.
I mean, my moderators, everybody in my chat, they all love you. They
Yeah.
all look forward to seeing you. I mean, Gingerlock's mom just adores you.
Yeah, I love Ginger. Like, I was in
Oh,
her
she's
stream
a sweetheart.
yesterday when she did the Harry and Meghan stream. And I'm like, it's so funny hearing you Americans talking about the British like royal family. Like your
Oh, they're
opinions are so
fascinating. They're fascinating to us. Very
yeah. And I'm
fascinating.
like, you guys don't know the half of what they're like when they've been over here. Like the amount of British people who would say good riddance to them and don't want them. And I'm like, you Americans, I feel sorry for you because you have to pay for all their security and you're the ones having to protect them. I'm like, good God, the amount of damage they did over here. The UK does not want them. Like they are hated beyond compare right now.
That's Harry and Meghan, correct?
Yeah, Harry and Meghan. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know much about them, but I do know that I when they announced that they were getting married, because he was like my favorite prince out
yeah,
of
I like
him and
Harry.
William. I just loved him. And then to find out that, that they're really not well liked, I couldn't understand it. I had them on my Instagram even because I just thought it was so great that she was pregnant and she was having a child, and I was so
Yeah,
happy for him. And then this, I mean, he just seems to has turned his back on his whole family, and I don't understand that. I
yeah.
just
I
don't get
think
it.
from what I understand of it, it started when Harry and Meghan wanted to do a separate mental health campaign through Oprah, and when the royal family found out that they were planning to go to America to meet Oprah and do this big woohoo exposed documentary thing, the royal family did not agree to it. And apparently, Charles had warned Harry and said, if you do this, you're going to get disowned. The royal family have nothing more to do with you. Like, you're cutting ties and everything else. And Harry was like, well, so be it. The royal family's toxic. They hate me, and I've been controlled for most of my life. And as soon as him and Meghan went to the States and they went to do the Oprah interview, the UK just turned. It was like, well, you've stitched us all in the back and we warned you, and look what's happened. You've decided to bash us even more. So it's kind
I
of the
just
UK
remember
hates it.
watching Princess Diana's funeral and seeing those two boys walking behind the casket and thinking, those poor kids, those poor children
Yeah,
having to walk
I was
and mourn their
11 at the
mother.
time when
Oh,
she died.
it was like horrible to watch those two little boys
Yeah,
walking
I
behind
remember
their
that day
mother.
clearly because I was actually going to get my dog put to sleep at that day, and my mum was heavily pregnant with my brother at the time, and the vet had basically said either you put the dog down or it's going to risk it being attacked. The dog actually bit my mum quite badly and took a lump out of her leg, and she was quite poorly over it. My mum was heavily pregnant at the time, They said either put the dog down or risk being attacked. My mum put the dog down, and we went from the vets, got home, and my stepdad had the TV on. He goes, "Do you want to hear this?" And I was like, "Hear what?" And he goes, "Princess Diana's died." I was like, "What? What do you mean she's dead? She can't be." And then every news channel we flipped onto, it was like, "Princess died, Princess died." I'm like, "What?"
Wow.
It wasn't. It didn't feel real. It was so sudden.
Did you notice the anger the boys were holding back? Not really. I just remember when I watched the funeral, because they broadcast the funeral here in the United States, and I remember watching those two little boys walking behind her casket and thinking, this is breaking my heart to see these children, because to me they were children. Okay.
They were very,
To
very
me, they
young.
were
Like, I
children.
couldn't imagine having to do that. And the fact is that because they were forced to do that, the thing was they weren't meant to. And then Prince Philip, the late Duke of Edinburgh, basically said, if I walk behind the casket to show respect, you have to do it too. So the boys were forced into doing it from Prince Philip because Prince Philip was seen as head of the household. So they had no choice. They were literally told they had to.
Yeah.
So
I just remember thinking it was so sad because
it was
not
sad.
bad enough that you lose your mother, and it was so unnecessary the way she passed away. I mean, in a car crash.
Yeah,
But
it was so sad because
and she
yeah.
tried to raise them normally, like she tried to give them as normal as she could a childhood, and I think she really accomplished that with them. But unfortunately, she died so young. And
Yeah, she's been gone. She died in '97, which I was 10 at the time. So her 60th birthday was a couple of days ago, and they've put this statue in Kensington Gardens, which both Harry and William unveiled to the public. And Harry stood there; he couldn't have given any care whatsoever. He was standing there with his hand, his hip like this. I'm like, really, dude? Like, that's your mother. Like,
wow.
he couldn't have cared. He stood there looking so bored, and then 2 days later he's like, "Oh, I'm back in freedom, and I don't have to worry about being controlled." I'm like, really, dude? Like, it's your mother's 60th birthday, and they've unveiled a statue, and you couldn't wait to get back to America because she wanted freedom. Like, dude,
Wow.
that's mucked up.
I had no idea that's what he did. That's terrible.
Yeah,
That's
Harry's not
terrible.
very well liked for right now over here. A lot of people feel he's being controlled by Meghan, and a lot of people feel that he's kind of backstabbed the UK for where he's been raised, and this is sad. I wish it wasn't the situation, but Harry hasn't helped himself with then calling the UK, the whole country, is toxic. He said that the British people are all liars, and I'm like, whoa, Harry, that's a big thing to say. Like, we're not all bad people.
Wow. I didn't even know that. Like, because I don't really follow him at all. But yeah, I didn't know half of this stuff until I was on Ginger Locks, and I was in her stream and they were talking about it. And I'm like, wow, he really is not liked.
Yeah, Alexander,
Over
as you said here, the butler knew a lot of what went on. That's why there's an autobiography of her life. Yeah, I've got that book, Alexander, in my bedroom, in my wardrobe. I've actually read Diana's life story about 4 times, and some of it is very forthcoming, and she doesn't have a very good opinion of Camilla. She clearly states she hates her, and there's some other intriguing details about how she knew Charles was cheating, and she was told not to say anything because of the risk of being followed and stuff. And it was revealing. Like, the book is very, very interesting. It's
she was
very easy to get
such a
hold of as
beautiful
well.
woman. She was
She
so
was.
beautiful.
She would have been 60 like 2 days ago. So
She probably would have looked great too.
oh yeah, she
She
was
probably would have looked
gorgeous. Like,
great.
Diana was
But
stunning, lady.
she
She was
was.
very, very pretty. She was definitely a role model I would have looked up to. She was definitely someone who I like. And same with you, Carla. You're a very pretty woman. Like, a lot of people on here are very, very inspirational people. And guys, if you don't know Carla, you really, really have to come over to her channel and join in with the morning chats. She usually goes live at, I think it's 8 your time, isn't it, Carla?
8:30 usually my time. Eastern
8:30. Yeah,
Standard Time.
usually
Yes,
it's like
and
usually
Gemma's
around
usually
1 or
there.
2 my time.
Gemma's one of my favorite mods. She's one of my good mods.
I
When I
try and be in there.
when I took all the wrenches away, because I was giving everybody a wrench on my channel when I took all my wrenches away, all my moderators, because I talked about it first of all with my moderators. They said, you know, because I was having trouble with my channel, that people were going and blocking people without, you know, consulting
Yeah.
me. And when you give somebody a wrench, you know, and they abuse it. So I was going to say, then I said, oh, I'm going to take the wrenches away then. And every one of them said, well, you can't take Gemma's wrench away from her. And I said, I didn't plan on it. She's always going to be a wrench in my chat as long as I go live.
I try and be as good as I can with the wrench and stuff. Like, a lot of people don't realize that I'm quite happy to not have a wrench in a lot of streams, because one, I don't need to be modded in every single stream, but there's people like Carla and other people who mod me. I'm like, I respect that as an honor. I respect it as something that's given to me on trust and bond and relationship. I know if I'm given that wrench, I'm expected to be supportive, and I get there every time. I'm there for every stream. I'm like, that's what a wrench is. You turn up, you're supporting, you do help, you support, you be a true supporter. It's not just something you're given. Just say, hey, I'm here with a blue wrench next to me. No, it's something that you earn over time. So that's why I don't have many wrenches on my channel either.
I actually do. Even if I don't chat in your stream, I do watch you, and every time, because a lot of times you go live when I'm eating my dinner. I'll listen to you, and I will, you know, watch the chat, and I will mod from in be quiet and mod, you know.
Hey Rex, how are you?
Hello Rex.
Yeah, I have a lot of good people on here who watch out my back, and like Lunatic Dad lurks from the background a lot of the times if he knows I'm upset or someone triggers me or tries to. And he's like, "Yep, I've got it. I'm dealing with it," and then he'll message me. He's like, "I dealt with like several trolls here." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Like, I don't really care. They can come in here and spew their rubbish. I'm not really bothered by it." So it's like, yeah, Alex, you should be a wrench in here, I think. But I have a lot of good people like Carla, and like I said, Carla's always going to be a wrench in here. Like, she has a really top position here on my channel, and Carla has a lot of fantastic subjects. If you like true crime and animals and different things, she's very, very entertaining, and she makes you feel very, very welcome. Like,
and
it's a very, very good channel to be part of.
She always pops up on my panel whenever I need her.
I do. I love being on your panel. Your panel's funny because I can come on. I'm like, what's the topic? And then all of a sudden we'll chat about something else, or there's a topic you're talking about. I'm like, oh, I have an opinion. And
people ask me too. They say, well, what are you going to talk about tomorrow? I never know. I never know. Whatever. Sometimes it's just somebody will say something in the chat that will, you know, remind me of something, and we'll just start talking about that. But I usually go through 5 or 6 different subjects during a live.
Yeah. Carla has a really fascinating channel. Like, you really need to get over there, people. Like, I will put her link in the chat, and I'll let Carla drop it herself as well. You do need to come over there and see it because she's really, really great. She's welcoming. She loves everybody. She's very, very warm towards people. And I just ask you, be genuine. Go over there and leave her some really good comments. Don't be an asshole, for God's sake. And don't be a troll. Just go over there and be supportive of her. Support her content, because that's what we should be doing. Hello, Mythic Mr. Ross.
Mr. Russ.
Mr. Russ. Hello, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Yeah, exactly, Alex. I know a lot of my stuff for sure. Like, I've learned 6 years worth.
Stuff. Oh my gosh. She educated me so much on autism. I had no clue. And I did not know that, because 2 of my grandsons have ADHD, and I didn't know that was relatable to autism. And I've learned all that through Gemma.
Yeah, a lot of it's comorbid stuff. Like, a lot of people don't understand that ADHD has the same symptoms as autism, and people go, it's completely different. I'm like, yes, it's different, but the behavior is the same. The sensory overloads, the anxiety, the depression, that it's all the same. It's all the same symptoms, and a lot of people don't differentiate it. They're like, oh, that's not accurate, Mike. All it is, if you look up the actual symptoms of behaviour between ADD and autism, they're both linked the same. So it's the same behaviours. It's just different on the spectrum.
I'm kind of lucky in that they were both diagnosed very young. So, you know, and even I know my daughter was talking to a coworker at work, and he has an autistic son, and he said, thank God that your, you know, social workers saw in your son that he had ADHD. He goes, I wish that would have happened to me with my son. They're really good at recognizing ADHD now in children. So, you know.
Yeah, this is a problem with ADHD or autism, because I didn't get diagnosed obviously till my late 20s. So I was very, very, very late with being picked up. So
yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna hop down, Gemma.
Okay, Carla, thank you so much for coming up.
I wanted to come up and say congratulations. If anyone deserves 4K, it's you. And keep up the good work. I love you so much.
I love you too, lady. You're absolutely adorable, and I shall be in your stream tomorrow. I shall be there. Not a problem.
Okay. All right. You take care.
Have a good evening, Carla. Take care, darling.
You too. Goodbye.
Bye. So that was Carla. Everybody go over and speak to her, please, and leave her some comments. And I've learned to accept myself that I'm special because of being on the borderline of autism spectrum disorder, but it's communicating properly. People I find out. Exactly, Alex. This is the problem. Like, people assume that we are difficult or weird or odd or broken or damaged and and it's just not right. And you know, it is what it is. Guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up. It's been an hour and 50 minutes. And I do need to have a couple of hours sleep. I'm on the phone with Lunatic Dad at 7 a.m. my time. It's now 2 a.m. So I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching and joining my 4K celebration. I love everybody. Carla, much love. Much love to everybody in my chat. Have a great evening, guys. Take care.